Hi, I'm Quinn. I'm graduating in 2017 as a KU student with the field study of econ and business and plan to pursue a career in animal nonprofit conservation, which is why I'm interning currently at Operation Wildlife. A little backstory on the place: it is the largest wildlife rehabilitation clinic in Kansas. We get about daily 20 to 30 animals who come into us. Um, we also have a release rate of 69%, which is 20% higher than the national average, which we take a lot of pride in. So how did I get here? First, I actually volunteered for a couple months before, which is why my hiring process may be a little bit different from yours. I already knew the director because of that volunteer experience, and she knew me, and I was lucky enough and fortunate enough for her to offer me the position. If you don't get that opportunity, A, go volunteer. If you love animals, it is a fantastic opportunity to do some good and to get some great volunteer experience. But B, um, the hiring process is very, very standard. All right, so you'll get the online form that you fill out. You'll be given a phone interview with the director herself. She'll ask you the general interview questions. My biggest advice is to ask her questions. It shows that you're interested, and these people who often are looking for an employee love to share their own experience about working at these places as well. It's a great, great, great way to start this whole application hiring process, just in general. So, what are my main responsibilities here? So, as an intern, you're responsible for eventually everything. You are a lead supervisor, is what you become. So, the management, the administration, education, wildlife care, all of it, you learn it all. That means I've had experience with radiology, with diagnosing, with research, with dealing with fundraising events, or going to public education events and fundraising money there, just teaching kids who come in. And we have a little classroom that kids can come in and learn about animals. You gotta do that. You do get to handle the animals. You have to just make sure you're safe and responsible about it. You do get to take care of baby animals, especially now because it's baby season, um, which is probably one of the best aspects about working here is that you create these bonds with people you work with for months on end and the animals that you essentially have raised since infants. So releasing them back into the wild after a couple months of bottle feeding them is a great experience. Um, Probably another really fun experience, although albeit a little stressful, was when the director was gone for a week and she came up to me and was like, "Quinn, you're gonna have to run the show for the week." And I'm not surprised if you eventually become an intern here, you'll have to do the same. Um, that means you'll be in the surgery room alone, or you'll be doing administrative work alone. Um, it is scary to think about, and it was a little scary doing it. But as long as you're confident, you're willing to ask questions, make the phone calls, do the research, plug in the hours, just care. Honestly, if as long as you're caring of doing a good job and doing it for these animals, you'll do a terrific job and you'll be absolutely fine. And hey, you can say you ran a nonprofit organization for a week, which is a pretty cool experience. Um, so, what would be my advice for anyone who's at KU who's looking for an internship experience, not just here but anywhere? The first one, of course, is the interviewing question. Ask some questions. Mentioned that before. Do it. Second, start early. Really, start your process early. Look at what you want to do, take those risks. I'm an econ business major who suddenly decided I want to work with animals and do nonprofit. And so I took that jump and just landed at a nonprofit clinic. And I was very fortunate enough to have that opportunity. And it really has propelled my own knowledge, my confidence, and what I want to do in life, just everything. It helps so much. It was so rewarding. So go take those risks. Do what you want to do, what you're passionate about. Don't feel like you're held back by just your degree. It's the degree doesn't make who you are. You make the degree work for you. Stuff like that. And if you have any questions, use the Career Services Center. Seriously, they're a lot of help. And if you're even having issues there, network, talk to people. I know a couple of people who worked at Operation Wildlife before me, and they helped me, volunteer here and land this internship. It's important to not only make friends, but to keep them and make sure that the experience you're having is not only very useful, but a lot of fun. So go have fun out there.